Building safety and premises standards in Texas childcare facilities. Essential training for all providers. Today's agenda includes an overview of Texas childcare safety regulations, fundamental building safety standards, premises and environmental guidelines, emergency preparedness, and strategies for continuous compliance and improvement. Regulatory overview of childcare facility safety in Texas. Understanding the Texas childcare licensing requirements. Our minimum standards we are to make sure at all times, not only just our building, our classroom, outdoor, everything is safe as well as up to date and mandated as listed in licensing standards. The facility construction requirements where licensed facilities must meet specific construction standards to provide a safe environment for children and all. Staffing and health policies where staff qualifications and health policies are regulated to protect the well-being of children and staff. State agencies regulate childcare providers to make sure that they are always monitoring, observing, and keeping a record on file to make sure that they are in compliance with safety standards and all laws. Conducting inspections on regular basis is very important, and it is director's duty to make sure all staff is on board with both health and safety regulations. These agencies also provide guidance and support to childcare providers should they need any assistance with that for maintaining safety and quality. Overview of safety-related regulations. Building code compliance where structural safety standards are to protect occupants and ensure secure environments. Should you see a pillar, a wall, and or floor coming off or broken or hazardous, let your director know. Fire safety measures where the protocols include alarms, extinguishers, evacuation plans, reduce risk, and enhance safety, as well as those drills that you are required to do on a monthly basis. Sanitation standards where all teachers are responsible to look after as well as sanitize and clean their classrooms. Sanitation regulations maintain cleanliness to prevent diseases and promote health in facilities. Emergency preparedness plan help providers respond effectively to crises and protect children when they're prepared. Fundamental building safety standards. Structural integrity and maintenance. Buildings must be designed and constructed as well as maintained to be stable and safety over time. Routine maintenance prevents deterioration and avoid hazards like falls and collapses. Periodic inspection identify issues early, enabling timely repair to ensure safety. Fire safety systems and emergency exits. All staff members should always aware of the nearest exit when in a classroom and or any area of the building. Essential fire safety equipment is also something that all staff must be aware of and of their locations. Fire alarms, sprinklers, and extinguishers are crucial for detecting and controlling fires quickly. Emergency exit signage should also be always lit and displayed correctly. Clearly marked emergency exits guide occupants to safety during emergencies. Regular safety drills, where routine testing and evacuation drills ensure systems work and everyone knows the procedure. Safe design for child-friendly spaces. Risk minimization should be your number one key. You always want to make sure safety is number one priority. Design all spaces in your building, keeping children in mind, minimizing the hazard by removing any sharp edges and securing heavy furniture to prevent accidents, as well as looking for any broken and destroyed item. Age-appropriate equipment, where equipments and toys suitable for different age groups to ensure safety and promote healthy development. If a child is too young or too old for a piece of furniture, should be guided as such. Safety and development, where safety design not only protects the children, but also supports their growth and exploration in a secure environment. Premises safety and environmental guidelines. Maintaining a clean, safe, and hazard-free environment supports children's well-being. In this section, we'll cover the protocol for sanitation, hazardous material storage, and outdoor play safety area. Cleanliness, sanitation, and hygiene protocols. It's kind of common sense, and given that all environments, whether home or work, should always be clean, sanitized, and safe for us to be in. Regular cleaning schedules should be monitored as well as followed at all time because consistent cleaning routines will help you minimize the germs and keep childcare areas safe and healthy. Proper waste disposal, effective disposal of waste prevents contamination and control the spread of infections, which includes outside as well. So do not leave your trash outside in the parking lot. And or if you see one, please bring it in. Be kind to our property and help support maintain it to keep it clean. Do not toss your trash bags over the wall. You want to make sure that it actually goes, um, you know, right into the little waste bin that we have outside. Um, Dumpster. You want to make sure that nothing falls outside of dumpster. Then we would have to ask you and others to clean that, and which can be very much more disgusting. I'd rather that you open the door and then put it in carefully without, ripping the bag or anything like that. Just maintaining the area clean would be part of everyone's teamwork responsibility. Staff hygiene training, which protocols ensures adherence to safety standards and protects not only children's but your own health. Often seen when staff themselves fail to wash their hands regularly and maintaining and consistently, they seem to have more health issues than others, and then you will be out sick, which can also have a financial impact. Safe storage of hazardous material. Another common sense. Let's store everything that is chemical, that is sharp, that is choking hazard, and anything else that will not and should not be in access of children. Just keep it away. We are all required to make sure that we have a secure storage practices in place where hazardous materials like cleaning supplies and medication should be stored securely to prevent access by children. They should also be proper labeled. You need to make sure if the label is coming off and or even kind of fading away that we relabel it. Ask your management if there is something you need assistance with, but make sure it is labeled. It is your responsibility since you use those chemicals, those bottles of sanitization, as well as soap and water. All of those bottles, you use them on a daily basis. It is solely your responsibility to make sure that you Sharpie that as of what is inside that bottle. It needs to be clearly labeled per licensing as well as food City of Fort Worth guidelines, and it will prevent accidental exposure and ensure the safe handling of the product that's inside. Keeping also an inventory of all the hazardous material aids in monitoring use and preventing accidental misuse. This is something management should actually do, but also would need team's help supporting this. Outdoor play area safety requirements. Regular hazard inspections. Management is required to do once a month thoroughly walkthrough of outdoor playground and make sure that there are no sharp, broken equipment and or toxic plants or any other extra items that maybe someone has just tossed over the fence. Maybe a trash bag, which can be a choking hazard or suffocation hazard. It's not just management, it's a team effort overall. So if you're taking your classroom outside, please be on lookout for any of these dangers like broken equipment and toxic plants and any other items that's not supposed to be there and can be hazardous to the children. This is one reason why you should be walking around, make sure the children are safe at all times and supervise them. Safe play surfaces. Ensure all play surfaces are safe and free from unsafe or slippery materials to prevent injuries. Use fencing and adult supervision to keep children safe while playing outdoors, as required by licensing. Emergency preparedness requires well-developed plans, clearly defined staff roles, and thorough training. This section outlines key components of emergency readiness in your childcare center. Developing and practicing emergency plans. Childcare provider needs comprehensive emergency plans for fires, natural disasters, and medical crises to ensure everyone is safe at all times. Conducting regular drills will help reinforce preparedness and ensure quick, coordinated responses in emergencies, not only from adults, staff, visitors, as well as children. Staff roles and responsibilities during emergencies. Role clarity in emergencies are very crucial. It is very, very crucial to know what your roles will be. Clear understanding of specific duties by staff ensures smooth execution of emergency protocols and enhances the safety of all. Evacuation procedures where staff must be well versed in evacuation routes and procedures for staff and orderly movement of all individuals at all time. Communication and supervision where effective communication and child supervision during emergencies are critical for coordinating efforts and ensuring the safety of everyone. Reporting and documentation procedures. Accurate incident documentation is crucial, important, and is required. It is a legal document, so you are not allowed to change the terms and or any kind of condition. Detailed and accurate recording of incident ensures compliance and supports organizations' accountability. Timely reporting is also important. If the incident took place at 2 p.m., you are to create no later than 2:05 p.m. of that incident report. You also need to communicate with your management in between that time frame. Prompt reporting to authorities facilitates quick responses and regulatory compliance. Your management will thereafter take all the protocols and steps to ensure compliance. Proper record keeping helps identify patterns to prevent future incidents and improve the safety and environment of the childcare. Continuous compliance and improvement. Ongoing efforts to assess the improved safety standards ensures childcare facilities remain safe and compliant at all times. In this section, we will discuss inspections, incident response, and staff education. Routine safety inspections and self-assessment. You may or may not be aware that all childcare centers are required to have routine safety inspections from City of Fort Worth and fire inspection, as well as your licensing. Importance of regular inspections would be to identify potential hazards early to prevent any accidents and ensure workplace safety. They're there to help you. Role of self-assessment will encourage you to be proactive, safety management, and prepare organization for official safety audits. Responding to incidents and corrective actions. The prompt incident response will help you have quick action after an incident has taken place to minimize the harm and control the situation efficiently. Corrective action implementation. Applying corrective measures during an incident prevents incident reoccurrence and enhances workplace safety standards. Ongoing staff education and updates. Continuous staff training. Regular training sessions keep staff updated on the latest safety protocols to protect children effectively, as well as set a reminder. At times, we tend to forget and or kind of fade away the memory of what and how to do a certain task. And or just a quick as we are limited on time when to do an incident report and how much to fill out and when to communicate with management. These trainings will help you remember this and stay refreshed and on task and be in compliance. Your ongoing education will also ensure that you comply with new regulation and maintain a safe environment at all times, as well as have those training hours per licensing requirement. Commitment to safe childcare environments is required and needed at all times. Comprehensive knowledge of childcare safety is an essential part of your duties to protect children in the childcare facilities, especially in your classroom. Following regulations ensures that childcare environments will meet safety and standard consistently. Your ongoing vigilance by providers is crucial to maintaining secure and nurturing childcare spaces. Ensuring the safety of children in Texas childcare facilities requires comprehensive knowledge, adherence to regulations, and continuous vigilance. Providers play a vital role in creating secure, nurturing spaces where children can thrive.